This video focuses on reform efforts made towards imperialism in China. In this video, you will learn about the change in Chinese tradition, the self-strengthening movement, the Sino-Japanese War, the open door policy, and the 100 Days of Reform. Chinese Reform Efforts by Lauren Emmons, Jessica Gallagher, and Megan Sullivan. The vast majority of China's scholar officials saw no reason for new industries because China's wealth and taxes had come from the land. The Chinese disapproved of the ideas of Western missionaries because they believed that people should be able to make their own choices, which goes against Confucian tradition. However, the current Empress, Cixi, was a strong believer in Confucian traditions and disapproved Western ideas. This brought about the self-strengthening movement. The movement was launched by reformers in 1861. Through this movement, Western technology was imported, weapon factories were set up, and shipping, railroad, and mining industries were developed. The movement was unsuccessful because it lacked government support. While all this was taking place, Japan decided to join the Western imperialist competition for a global empire. Pressure began building on China from Japan, causing the Sino-Japanese War. The results from this war were that Japan gained Taiwan and China was left with nothing. The Chinese and Japanese later on met to discuss the differences to figure out a way to put them to rest. Because China lost the Sino-Japanese War, it was considered weak, so other Westerners moved to invade it. The British took over the Yangtze River. The French took over territory near Indochina. And Germany and Russia took over territory in northern China. The United States did not participate in fear China would shut down the ports. This distribution of Chinese lands brought about the open door policy. This gave China the opportunity to trade equally with everyone. When the Chinese were defeated by Japan, they began to look for a scapegoat to be rid of the humiliation it felt. In order to do so, Prince Gong launched the 100 Days of Reform and brought about new laws, as well as modernized civil service exams. He encouraged reformation and helped the government in many ways which affected the military. Unfortunately, conservatives did not approve of his reform efforts and he was imprisoned. As you can see, the reform efforts made in China towards imperialism were both successful and unsuccessful. The end.